That was nice of you. Thanks.
Well, it's good against Slark as well. Slark steals
Yes.
stats, but the Monkey King gets more with just the trading hits.
And early on, we're going to be keeping our eyes very closely peeled onto this mid matchup. Sumail ends up having the creep wave on the low ground there as well, as a lot of damage now onto Ame. This Slark, not known for being one of the strongest heroes in the world, and they're trying to just create a little bit of space, able to dodge away from this skewer, and they actually able to find the kill and
he's alive.
and Ame's walking away from that one.
Oh my god.
Oh, chasing, they want to get this kill, and he's still hanging onto those stick charges, so Ame will live through all of that. And early on, we're going to be keeping our eyes very closely peeled onto this mid matchup. Sumail ends up having the creep wave on the low ground there as well, as a lot of damage now onto Ame. This Slark, not known for being one of the strongest heroes in the world, and they're trying to just create a little bit of space, able to dodge away from this skewer, and they actually able to find the kill and
he's alive.
and Ame's walking away from that one.
Oh my god.
Oh, chasing, they want to get this kill, and he's still hanging onto those stick charges, so Ame will live through all of that, and you can hear this crowd is going to be waiting on every last hit.
Yeah. I was talking about how the mid lane can be even. For the most part, it's very volatile though, because the problem is that if Sumail's always able to keep Jingu up his top again.
Oh my god, they find him there with the secondary hit on the Stroke of Fate, and now Fly also just taking punches. This is a lot of regen that's going to need to be traded out, and Xnova could have even think about going for that next Stroke of Fate. Doesn't look like it's going to connect though. Up there on the top side of the map, and S4 just trying to hunt that boar, keep it from punching him off on the side.
Yeah, Centaur's gonna do really well in this matchup with Retaliate. Anytime Chalice hits him, you're just gonna get hit back even harder as top. Again,
Xnova, ooh, they don't quite connect with the shards, but it doesn't matter. They find the kill, and now Crit needing to back away. That DD rune made the difference.
Yep. Looked like he considered saving it for Sumail for like a quarter second, but I think Sumail told him, I'm owning this matchup. 11-10 last hits versus 5-1 of maybe.
Oh, Chalice testing the patience of S4, who's just walking at him. Skills up, double edge, needs to get in range. Does he go on the creep, or does he try and dive underneath? They have the salve. S4, he bugged him hard. He gets the double edge. Gets the kill.
Chalice even used the salve, like you're mentioning.
Looks like Chalice is going to get the one on the Radiant side of the map. And then on the other side, it looks like a trade-off of 1-for-1 as well. So 2 apiece.
Sumail, stunned under tower.
Mid lane, they don't have the Jingu stacks up. Needs to be a little bit careful with the rotation coming in. The Tusk God, Tusk King, call him what you will. The result's the same.
That's how you fix your mid lane a little bit. There's a quick rotation when Sumail gets over aggressive, because that was very nice. If he gets caught by the Inkswell, he's absolutely dead. So they tried to make the opportunistic move on LGD when they see that the Sioux supports are not there. They try to put the pressure on, but oh my goodness. You were talking about stacks, and there are so many stacks on the side of EG.
Stampede chase forward. Arteezy wants some blood, and Chalice is in his sights, although they have vision underneath all of them as well, and they're able to turn this one onto Arteezy, who eats the deck, and now also chasing forward for S4. They have the boar hitting them, the slowdown. There's no way to juke away into these trees because the Beastmaster summoned the Hawk earlier, and with the chase down, with a second boar summon, can they get in there in time? The skewer interrupting, able to find that hoof stomp. They're diving underneath the tower right now.
Oh my
LGD, the shards, Crit trying to live through all of this. He is going to snowball over to the creep wave, but they kill off Crit.
The power of Tusk in the hands of an expert. Able to put so much pressure. He has 1,200 gold on Tusk now after these rotations with boots on top. Sumail will be able to find himself a kill with that DD.
Game has just been a back and forth brawl so far. And at least for now, relatively even in terms of net worth. The Roar is going to be used down bottom. They have the tag team moving as well, trying to bait out the hoof stomp. They will find it. S4, can he make anything happen? The double edge almost gets the kill, but FY lives again.
He has a full earn coming out on the courier there.
They're just hitting around that mid lane right now, waiting for anybody to show up in the lane. Fly is there as well. They're going to send the boar forward for the disruptor. It looks like with the Stroke of Fate chasing forward, they still have Stampede. They're going to be able to throw down that kinetic field, and FY, has he gone too far? S4 wanting to chase this, and with Arteezy moving into position, they have the hoof stomp, trying to kill off this Tusk. He's so tanky though, and the Inkswell able to actually turn this one back around onto S4. Do LGD really want to go further forward for this? He's still under control. He has the tag team, and now there's going to be the Dragon Tail to walk away Snowball. On the creep to the side, he's going to be able to get up towards the mid lane yet again. There's a good amount of damage coming coming from the Thunderstrike, and he can't quite get the shards.
He tried.
Will be punished. Stampede now chasing for more. All of EG is here pretty much as they chase and try and find the kill. The buyback coming from the Tusk. The Brawl is going to continue the Dark Pack in onto everybody. They bring down maybe, and now trying to find themselves a little bit more here. If they could take down Ame, it'd be so great for them. As Chalice takes down Crit over to the north as well. Ame turning, trying to find this kill onto Sumail under the cover of the Shadow Dance, trying to go into the Mischief. Isn't going to be able to get the life steal off, and Arteezy has also dived in now. EG have lost 3, and LGD want to find more. Fly, can they kill him off as well? Chase under the tower. Arteezy's back into it. This battle's been going on for a minute and a half, and they might kill off Ame. Great play as X-Nova also under fire. This is the 3rd time that FY has been in there with the freaking snowball. They chase forward with the Fuse as well. Arteezy is down. S4's back into the brawl. What in God's name is happening mid?
That was a great sequence of it. It's not like LGD can't scale either. If they itemize properly, their scaling can get there into the later stages because they have such good vision advantage in this game.
Yeah, that so often is the big deciding factor, is just who you see when you see them.
Yeah.
And right now, they're seeing a free and easy kill on the Fly. How Walrus Punch hurts.
It's the pressure. Just keep running at this Disruptor.
And maybe it could just be this big indomitable force in the middle.
Double roar!
The roar on the boat! They have the Dragon kill for the follow-up as well. There's the RP though, to try and turn it. They've already taken down this Monkey King. Where's the damage that's left over for EG? They're trying to get it with that Empowered Chalice. Will finally hit the deck. Now can they kill off? Maybe. He's so big and tanky, and FY snowball forward. He's been a little bit separated from the rest of his team now, but S4 moving into position, trying to find that hoof stomp, the double edge to kill off this big bad Dragon Knight. They take down the tower, but they're going to lose 2 in return, and now the Glimpse pulls back in the Tusk, who also will fall to S4.
Dove a little bit farther on the side of LGD. EG will be able to punish it this time, and he could try to go for it maybe, the Shadow Blade anyway, for that Silver Edge build-up, but he's prioritizing the Blink so he can get involved and just get those quick pounces to grab him down, and now we're going to see that blur that we were talking about, Arteezy farming Ancients.
S4 looks like he is going to be the next one brought down. They actually use the roar on as well in mid lane. Sumail going for the Mischief, able to dodge away from the stun. Nicely played there as well. And the Boundless Strike bringing down this Dragon Knight. He's very tanky, but is he tanky enough? There's the Skewer pulling him back in closer to that mid lane. X-Nova will be able to get the walk away, but as they build back up the Jingu stacks, eventually maybe falls.
Have they seen FY's Blink? That's one thing that can really turn fights. Even if EG does get some like huge initiation, now the counter initiation is there for LGD.
They see the Disruptor, and now they realize the Blink's there.
He just kills him in 2. Alright, team plus Walrus Punch. We'll play with his life though.
I mean, he did what he wanted to do.
He did what he wanted to, but I mean, I think EG's alright with that.
Yeah, totally. Does have Roar available, and with the mag nearby, Chalice needs to be careful.
The blur.
He knows. They have the Hawk over. Crit spots him. They find the catch there at the Skewer, Stampede, everything used. Chalice over in the trees, eventually brought down. Roar? Walk away?
He's trying to just buy as much time. He sees that his team is pushing bottom lane. Will die eventually, but Slark got a lot of farm bottom out of that, and his team is also kind of farming a bit. EG making good aggressive moves.
It does look like Slark is thinking about going back for the Shadow Blade after the Echo Saber. Stun there, as well as a Static Storm down. Maybe not able to get off his ultimate, but Ame is here as well. Has already found and killed off Fly. Now, can they bring down this Dragon Knight in time? The good shards, and now the Armwood Toggle walk away.
Wow.
Maybe. What a player. Oh, hoof stomp. S4 trying to interrupt. Snowball save coming from FY. Just a little, hey, how you doing? And now Ame shows up as well, and this Centaur in some trouble. They jump in with the Monkey King as well. As we begin to go into the Shadow Dance, Sumail still hanging on to all of this. Arteezy has the vision there on top of him. A good shards yet again. Boundless Strike. Dark packed it off. And that spells the end of the aggression.
I'm just glad we have both teams. They're not like, don't take the fight, don't take. They're like, let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. We have 31 kills in 18 minutes, Gabe. This is a
dream game.
Ame has to be careful.
Bold as brass. And he will be able to get out of that one yet again. It's a DD rune. What do they want to do with this? Oh, LGD, they pop the Dragon form. I don't know if you want to fight into DDPA. In the middle of it also with the Boundless Strike. The Walrus Punch, but this PA is so hard to handle, and now the Glimpse pulls back in that Dragon Knight. No way to escape as they've got him controlled and maybe going to fall.
Straight to Roche. That is absolutely massive for EG.
Has definitely caught up, sitting just about top of the net worth after they take down this Roche.
As Kyle would say, exponential growth for the PA's net farm. I'm sure JJ loves that as well.
Ame
has to be careful.
Stampede, they pull him back in with the shockwave, but Roche has already fallen. They have the static storm down. This Slark in trouble. They're going to skewer him up to the high ground, actually. Oh. That keeps Ame alive. Crit, is this going to be enough? He's trying to escape, but the pounce gets interrupted. A long duration stun by virtue of the Centaur. But in the end, it is Arteezy that claims his prize. And EG in control now.
It looks like the way LGD is actually moving, they might have actually seen it. I didn't actually have fog switched, so I didn't get to see in time.
But the wraparound coming now. Seeing if they could find somebody. FY being the bodyguard, and S4 is going to break his smoke onto FY. Chase, glimpse, got him caught. Ooh,
that play with the shards and snowball.
God, what a player. FY, but it might not be enough regardless.
That was still like it was so quick the way he made the decision. He sharded to get vision of the neutrals, and then he snowballed it. But yeah, we'll die. That's the beauty of the Disruptor.
Immediate smoke out again afterwards. EG want to keep this fight going. They feel incredibly strong right now with only about a minute left on this Aegis. Actually, less than that. It's about to expire in a second, but they will still kill off Xnova. So Aegis expires.
They see Sumail. They have the Hawk before he even went. Uh-oh, Sumail.
Danger, danger. And BKB is going to turn it back around. Doesn't get the Wukong's command off. That bonus armor not going to come. And it is going to be a kill there. On to the Monkey King.
Oh, Chalice, though, walking into the all three of EG heroes.
Wrong place, buddy. Chalice also fall here. And FY's still in the area. They have the kinetic field down, chasing forward, wanting to find it. Ame in the Shadow Dance. Not able to get off any ulti there as they're going to snowball over to the creeps. Still thinking about chasing this one. They just blow him up. Arteezy, take it easy. And it does look like it's going to be a relatively longer Roche respawn time. About 2 minutes now till it's back up again. Ame finds S4. The hoof stomp in the midst of the pounce, and then the walk away from it. The triple daggers get thrown out. Chalice playing around a little bit here with Arteezy, who's found that bash, but the Walrus Punch, and now the Roar, and now the Snowball. The Static Storm, it's not looking like it's going to do quite as much as they would have wanted, but the Wukong Spin, actually no, it catches maybe. He tried to push him out with the shards, but couldn't connect on it, and now EG is taken over this fight. They do not have their Dragon Knight. Chase forward, find Chalice, get the kills. EG dominant.
They have to be careful to fight in these like perimeter plays that EG has
if they want to try and take the fight afterwards, but it's looking like right now it's at least going to be a lane of racks. EG
just
making
like
it happen. Oh, and they spot out Ame.
Oh, the double crit!
Oh, forward! Arteezy!
It was just one crit, but 1,461 damage.
OS Frog, please, and that's no buyback for Ame! He's 500 gold away! I mean, can they stay for more here?
They look a little scared to go for the second at racks, because other people are respawning.
But 30 minutes into it now, and EG positioning themselves for Roche.
Now they're just so strong. They have a full Satanic on the PA as well.
They did finish off a Heaven's Halberd for the Tusk with the Blink Dagger and that urn there on top of them, and LGD wanting to move into position. They blow up Fly right from the get-go. Can they find any more of the Roar to interrupt and try and save? But the RP to follow. Can they kill off LGD in time? They're dropping so quickly. Chalice is gone, and now they just want to run cleanup duty. The kinetic field keeping FY under control. He is gone. Maybe is the last one left, and he too will fall.
Yeah, it's GG. They call it.
Oh my lord. EG came to play in a big way, and they do it in game number 1.
They didn't even go for, he actually didn't even go for BKB on the Slark because of getting all those little items. So he just got Disruptor ult in that fight and controlled and
That's not bad.
That doesn't seem bad
I like EG's draft way more. They have a lot of team fighting potential on LGD, couple of saves. You have a Sunder, you have a Dazzle.
Yeah, but it's so impossible to take that otherwise. Like, FY needs to be able to interrupt things. He doesn't have a snowball yet, so won't be able to interrupt Shackles, but still could be dangerous. And speaking of dangerous, they've already popped Metamorphosis. They're wrapped all the way around S4. And as the decrep wears off, looks like S4 trying to walk one more punch. Ame draws first blood at the same time. Going up in the top lane, they kill off FY. So a 1-for-1 exchange there.
As soon as level 2s come out on at least one or two of the heroes, they're able to make those moves. The extra control, of course, coming from bottom, and the extra move they can make top. As mid, okay, Arcane Rune. Pretty decent rune. as it works on your Tidebringer too.
Uh-oh. Well, they're able to interrupt there, but Xnova eats through the tree and walks away from the initiation. And, well, now summoning another image here. They want to try and find this kill onto Xnova. S4 moves into position, trying to find that right click. Is it going to be enough with the decrep? The walk forward. Crit wants it so bad, but Xnova says no.
The salve while running. Just a little bit of extra HP for him to turn.
Arteezy and Fly get the others. EG, 4 bounties. Now the wraparound come in.
And bottom as well. They're trying to put pressure onto Ame with the Pugna as well as the Earth Spirit.
Shackles going on. The roll, it's going to be interrupted in that bottom lane with Metamorphosis Pop. Still Chalice being chased through the trees. They find themselves 1 kill down bottom. Grave, TP away. Easy, no.
Not easy.
They find it.
Got him.
And S4, let's have the decrep, the shards being used, the snowball chase, and eventually this Pugna walking away, trying to escape, more and more dives underneath the tower. And
he's too speedy.
Nothing off cooldown for Tuss to use.
Even a little bit from that Orb of Venom, it just gives that extra little chase to scare this Kunkka. Look at the rotations, EG. They're trying to punish. They've got a catapult here. It is 6 minutes. They can get a kill and look for the tower as well.
Real big move, and they're going to be able to find the slow. Too much damage, and strength heroes don't fare well against the Timber. They find that kill, and seen it time and again. It's an Arcane Rune spawning up top. And it looks like they're going to be able to keep that pressure on in this mid lane. TP coming in from this Kunkka. Wants to move into position. Does have level 6 now as well. The boat hasn't been dropped as of yet. The roll going to be a little bit off the mark. They find themselves 1 kill. Pretty solid there. And Fly trying to run away. Can he live through this one? He gets out the shackles. That's controlling up the rest of LGD, but they need to back away. Boat still available. They have the torrent that can get thrown out in a second, but he needs to hit it blind. He anticipates the rotation from Crit and able to find that hit. Stun comes out. FY will die. They have X off cooldown again in a second, but Sumail is so big, large, and in charge. It's going to need to retreat.
Could be big problems, as we were already mentioning, for LGD.
They're going to need to get that tome onto the Lion, most likely, to get up to level 6. And, well, S4, they have the movement in, and with the X, going to find the torrent and interrupt that life drain. It should be the final kill going the way of maybe.
Yep. They want to defend this tower as much as possible. If he sees this as a support walkthrough, he could just net himself a free kill with the Omni Slash.
Thinking about it.
And Sumail looks like they want to be playing on the bottom side of the map. The TPs are coming in.
Shackle's already there. The snowball moving into position with the Torn. It's able to interrupt beautifully. Sumail, is he going to be controlled and finally killed off? The shards are there. He does get the Timber Chain down to the low ground, and now with Crit showing up as well, he's going to try and interrupt the Spore-Mint 3-minute silence. Pretty solid coming from that Earth Spirit, and now able to walk away. They're still interrupting and trying to chase down Xnova. Teammates come in to help out Sumail and save that day.
Arteezy also gets himself a free kill with an Omni Slash. Actually finding Chalice there. Has that magic resistance, and he's going to have so much HP regen versus the side of LGD. Interesting choice. He had the Yules queued up for a very long time and then switched.
Yeah. Does still feel like could potentially be brought down if they get the full combination out of him. And speaking of that, they are going to pull him back in. Misses a little bit off the mark, and now LGD looking rather sheepish. Need to walk away from this one. The 4-person Magnetize chasing forward. They're going to grave incredibly early there onto the Kunkka, and it looks like he will fall afterwards. Omni Slash on Kunkka, chase forward for Chalice, who's just trying to run and hide, but Crit says no as they chase him down. Can reapply Magnetize one more time if they so desire. Nope.
Oh, he's just gonna live.
Out of stones.
Oh, wait, Sumail's in!
Sumail in deep. Now turning onto FY. Apparently he doesn't care about anything. Doesn't even have that Holy Locket yet. It has been EG that have been dominating this game, and now heading up to the north.
I like this item that Arteezy's going for here. He's going for the Yasha and then the Diffusal. Speaking of Arteezy, though, he's getting chased out here.
Oh, could be in trouble. They can hold on to the Walrus Punch as well. They turn it now on to Arteezy, and, well, with S4 showing up, they just need to get out. Yeah, it's much too much.
Yeah, I like this item build, though, like I was mentioning on Arteezy. The Yasha Diffusal allows you to burn quite a bit of mana on the Tower Blade and prevent the Sunder in a lot of situations. As top, Sumail gets a kill on Xnova.
They will find the return kill onto Fly. And, well, it's a DD on this Timber. They will have X again in 4 seconds, but this is pretty far to chase Sumail here.
Looking at bottom, there is a Pugna with a Juggernaut backing him up to try to blast and put pressure onto this tower already.
Yeah. don't need to be that afraid of an Omni Slash since there are creeps to snowball too, but and speaking of the snowball, it is now used. They have the decrep already onto one. Arteezy looking for the opening, finds the Omni Slash onto both of them. They throw out the Finger of Death, which means now that Arteezy is completely left alone and isolated, with the roll coming in from the Earth Spirit, trying to save his carry, see if he can keep him alive, and in fact take down the Kunkka. So maybe falls, 30 seconds on the sidelines, and Ame just trying to slow down whatever push is coming.
But they're forcing LGD to go back to their base already here because of the pressure they're doing with this Pugna. Arteezy's even hitting the high ground a bit here, and now they're forcing, yeah, it's all the heroes of LGD back in their base at the 15-minute mark.
Now Arteezy turned upon a miss on the Timber Chain. He's going to move forward for this one, the Snowball. This is down onto Sumail, and very, very low. This Terrorblade needs to be careful. Still has Sunder available. Turns it now onto Timber. Out of mana, out of time. Can they kill him off in time? Sumail will fall. They get the kill before the Timber Chain goes out. Arteezy wants a little bit in turn though, and now they have the Grave onto the Terrorblade, trying to trap him with the wards, but the Terrorblade walks away, and now the boat going out. It's caught on the fly. They snowball forward, trying to find more as well. Arteezy, can he get out of there in time? S4 shown back up. They're going to throw out that stun. Well, Crit trying to walk away, and with all these stacks of bad juju up, the physical damage, and now the catch on to S4 as well. EG are starting to fall apart up on the high ground. They got him caught, and S4 too will hit the deck. The Torrent, it catch. Do they have anything? The Torrent punch! They get him out! Arteezy gets rolled! 5 people dead! LGD came to battle.
With buybacks so early on, having 2 buybacks at the 16-minute mark, because EG's threatening high ground. And then with Serpent Wards, they can look to do it, but without that, it's, yeah, their damage is pretty negligible. But yeah, look, they're all just ready to still fight. They know meta was used. That's one of the big things for LGD.
But also the vision laid down, interrupted onto Arteezy. There's the Finger of Death, the Torrent, and one more punch comes from the Walrus.
Beautiful stun there coming out from X-Nova.
On the high ground, they have the vision now. They're able to get the pullback here onto S4, and these slow, drawn-out fights, you can start to get the bad juju built up. They're shackling this Terrorblade. Can they interrupt it now? They already have the Grave. They're going to be able to have the Sunder once they come out of this one. Fly trying to stay alive as they chase down S4 on this Pugna. Almost able to find that kill. Ame, can he live through it in time? They're trying to turn this one. They're isolating, trying to kill. Are they going to be able to bring him down? They do. Terrorblade falls as Crit able to find that finish. The Grave comes out at the last second onto FY, and Crit, can they kill him off in time as well? The Roller's Punch, they want him dead so bad. Live through it with the Snowball.
And they also take out Sumail on the north. What? Oh my god, the Crit's coming into play from maybe. Just go straight armlet, small Crit. Starting to get outplayed a little bit here by LGD. And Crit made some sick plays there, but then, yeah, just a turnaround. That vision, like you mentioned, LGD, persistent in fighting even when they didn't have the meta.
Oh, and the other thing to think about now, they've got Arteezy yet again, no Finger of Death, but with the boat they take him down, and Fly also caught with the shards. This crowd is on fire, and so too are LGD.
X-Nova in the right place at the right time, it seems. 4, 4, and 9 on this line, great vision being set up.
And so they should recognize that this rotation should be coming. And it looks like Sumail is the one that's up front and center. Meanwhile, S4 can keep pushing out this bottom lane and try and put some pressure on that tier 3 tower. They do find Sumail. The stun, the follow-up, it's pretty good, but now Crit's there to try and save the day. Torrent gonna connect, but X-Nova's in trouble, and he will fall down. Now Chalice, blocked in by his own. Necrobooks there is now gonna be in a hell of a lot of trouble. Gonna try and go for the Grave and live as long as possible. But eventually, they bring down the Dazzle to boot. Sumail still looking for maybe. It's a hard chase here, but he does have the Yule Scepter. And with the time, maybe the rest of EG can show up here. They end up losing Fly to Chalice. The Necrobooks were running him down, and now the Decrep. They've got eyes on maybe the Torrent, moving into position as well as the boat. But it looks like the mid player for LGD is finally going to be brought down as well. So EG fighting back in a big way there. They take down 3. You do have the Metamorphosis, which is going to be back up in 35 seconds. But at least for now,
I think they might just go for the Roche. Yep, Fly's already running through there. He has Serpent Wards, and they will commit forward. S4.
Do they catch him? They've got vision, and it looks like the Pugna is going to try and buy as much time as possible. If they can take down Roche while they're trying to kill off that Pugna, this could all be worth it in the end. So Roche beginning to be felled, and The TP's coming in from Kunkka. He's moving into position. You've got to be so wary. The torrent goes out and
5
connects
seconds
onto
for Meta.
2. Still in some trouble. They have the wards down, so this Roche is eventually going to fall. Can they make anything happen in turn? They pull back in onto Sumail. Now Xnova out there as well. They have a 2-person silence. Not bad at all. Sumail still is able to get out of there. Now the Omni Slash connected onto several. They didn't pull everybody into that snowball, but, well, Jug in a little bit of trouble himself. Going to be able to jump away. Sumail down incredibly low HP. They have the Sui Vessel on him as well. He's trying to run, takes it off with a Lotus Orb, but they eventually find that kill too. Lion dies, does not have buyback, and neither does Sumail actually. And with such low time left on this Metamorphosis, it looks like they're still going to be able to find it as Crit tries to get up to the high ground, but it won't happen.
Oh my god. EG had to, Arteezy had to bail out. He Omni Slash and TP to base, and his team kept trying to fight. LGD, now they're able to get the Roche, and they're looking for more. S4.
Goodness, chasing forward for this Pugna. He's decrept. They've got eyes on him, and, well, I don't know if EG really have the maneuverability to deal with this at all. Sumail's still dead for 18 seconds. They just need to get out.
What a turn of events there. As EG just gets, EG just gets caught a bit there, trying to take the fight, but LGD, they were ready to get that battle going. They have so many ways to get on top of the backlines.
Xnova, he finds himself a crit. The Hex is there. They have the Earth Spike to follow it up afterwards, and, Stylen, stun, crit, trying to turn it, forced to use the Grave. And this is a very tanky Earth Spirit, but they do manage to get the blink away from the Lion, keeping him alive.
Xnova's been everywhere this game.
They still have not been able to take down the shrines on EG, and it's sort of a testament to the fact of how much LGD has been able to constrict the map.
Yeah, they're just constantly battling. It's 32-17. That is crazy. It's 49 kills in 26 minutes. Arteezy will find Xnova here.
Nice little pickup.
Oh, but FY is there.
He has Omni Slash to try and turn it. FY steps far forward. Everybody is here with the boat going down. Arteezy walks the other direction. Doesn't have spin for 5 more seconds. Healing ward in the pit, trying to run, trying to hide. Has that, wand as well. The spin eventually comes out, and it looks like with that, Arteezy does get out. And, you can point at the Holy Locket and say, rough choice, but I think that at the time, it was the idea that they were just going to be able to run down a lane with it. And that timing window for it, I feel like, has fallen off a lot.
They tried to just breach an end, and LGD threw bodies at it with buybacks and whatnot, and it worked.
Silence out. Oh my god!
The Dagon.
All right. Age is down.
That was the meta, too. He just popped meta.
And can they do it again? They need to be careful about this disengage here. You suddenly get caught out of position. In the meantime, Arteezy's TPing back into this one. Crit is going to be controlled, fingered, and still alive for the moment with the decrypt keeping him alive. And now the roll away. They keep Crit alive here. But they pull him back in. There's going to be the X, and now also in some trouble is maybe fully controlled and killed off.
And now they're chasing
the rest of them they're looking for this chase down onto Ame. If they can manage to find any of these heroes, they have the Yule Scepter again in a second. There's going to be the Sheep out as well, catching and finding that kill onto Xnova. They want more. Yule Scepter, not quite in range.
If Arteezy can get controlled before he's able to get anything off, they have to play defensively and try to protect him with Lotus Orbs and whatnot on the side of EG. It's a lot about those first jumps.
Oh, Chalice in No Man's Land. They're bringing in the Lion afterwards, but are the rest of LGD going to be here in time? They show up. There's going to be the Walrus Punch already off onto one, bringing him down low. Can they kill him off in time? That's the Juggernaut gone. 70 seconds, and now they use the Sunder and Sumail.
It's on the Lotus
have a great way to do this. Okay, not bad. Ame, is he in trouble here? Completely isolated. Lion not able to get over in time, and Ame targeting to fall down low. They kill him off. But do they have anything else in the tank? There's no buyback on the Terrorblade or the Jug for this fight. It's basically Sumail and Crit versus the world. And are they going to be able to do enough? The Snowball trying to save him for the moment. And now turn it back over into the Snowball. Sumail goes through, but the Timber Chain interrupted. Long drawn out fights. Who's going to come out on top of this one? Looks like for now, with the X used yet again, they've got Crit pulled back, and EG just wanting to disengage from this one for now.
It's 2v4, but EG's trying to walk away, but they can't. There's too much control from LGD.
This is an impossibility right now, and Sumail low on mana. Crit can maybe try and go for a roll TP away, but he can't quite get away from all of them. This is going to be the first roll, at least for now, with the Ghost Scepter trying to get out of there, but they've got him caught. And now Crit falls. Sumail also being completely controlled here. This has just been the story of this patch, it feels like, is big, tanky, extended fights. Sumail still living through all of this. He has the Dispels, so that way the Spirit Vessels don't decrease his regen. But this fight started with Arteezy going down, and he damn near respawned.
And Xnova gets Hex.
Oh, God. He wanted to come and help him, but the Crit comes out as well. Fly goes down, 4 dead, and there's no buyback for Sumail. They control the middle of the map right now. They should recognize that Roche should be able to respawn now. And as they go up onto the high ground, the scan is going to connect. Gotta be so careful at this moment. Walking into position, Ame, Fly, they spot him out. He's already dropped down the wards. Where's the rest of LGD? Are they going to be able to get here in time? The Dagon, it does so much damage, but the BKB's already out, and they don't have any continued damage to try and get this as the Sunder could come out. Arteezy thinking about chasing this one forward. The Omni slashes out, only kills off Nova, and Ame, he's able to turn this one around completely, trying to kill him off. The magnetizes down as well, but Sumail has shown up, and now the silence, now the follow-up with the boat is there. He's getting all of that. Coco's rough, the snowball save, able to turn it. Sumail, he wants to kill him off. It's so close. The timber chain, the chase forward, the chakra, they finally kill him. But is it going to be enough for them afterwards? They've got one more hit here onto the Tusk, and now also the Kunkka going down. 2 dead. The buyback comes from that Terrorblade.
2 of the cores are dead, and Ame just bought back. He has to be super careful. He does not have meta available.
And a 5,000 gold swing, and maybe something is a brewing here. Is EG one game away from moving on in this tournament and knocking LGD again out 2-0? Sumail beating onto this tier 3 tower. 60 seconds and 70 seconds left for both the Kunkka and the Dazzle to respawn, and Ame needs to hold without dying.
And without meta, yes, be careful. FY will commit forward. They're looking for S4.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. They kill off S4 in the duration of the BKB, but what can they do afterwards? Now Hex trying to control up 1. Can they bring down this Earth Spirit? Well, meanwhile, Timbersaw just goes forward and finds himself another kill, and now they've got him. Ame controlled. Hex, everything in the book. And can they run him down, though? They just don't have the control. This Terrorblade is too tanky to kill off in the duration of a Hex.
They know they have this huge timing window where Lion's not going to respawn still. Dazzle's not back. They're going for this Rex. They might be able to get it with this 100 damage on the Timbersaw talent.
So the continued fights with minimal numbers coming from LGD. EG just want to end this game as badly as possible. The E-Blade, the Dagon, it goes out. Soon the Dazzle is going to be back up. Already Kunkka's respawned. S4 trying to run away. Sumail still standing tall in the midst of all of this. They have the X. They pull it back in. The boat is there. They're going to have the rum on all of these heroes. But LGD, they can't find a target. They can't find anybody. There's already the E-Blade, and now the chase forward. There's going to be the Sunder to try and turn this one. The roll forward. The Grave isn't going to be enough to keep them alive. They already taking him down low. The snowball safe. Again, just trying to keep him up, but FY falls, and so too will maybe. They buy back on that Tusk. They chase forward the snowball, pulling him into the fountain. Meta is back up, but what can they do with it? They don't have all of their control. Trying to run away. Crit is out of there already, but FY wants to chase. The snowball is there. Oh, great Lotus Orb. Able to keep that Earth Spirit alive, and Crit just going to roll away yet again. Sumail has been a bulwark in front of all of the damage from LGD. And the story of buybacks and how many that has had to be used. And yet still, we're in a situation now where no buybacks on the Radiant, whether from gold or timers, it's not there. Doesn't have a way to get there easily either. But this is to try and see if they can catch somebody out alone that's farming on the map.
Well, they know those buybacks were used. They know the meta's still on cooldown for a little bit. They're committing forward.
Found one. FY all alone, chased down, and looking like he is going to try to get out of there. They found themselves a second. Lion is going to die here. No buyback at all. EG, they're able to pay off with this gank, take down FY. That's the 2 supports gone for a very long time. This is an insane amount of damage, and if that's strength, it's really a problem. Oh my god, Arteezy.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the damage that comes out there. They have to use the decrep on him, actually, and Sumail. He also actually can't stand underneath all of this with the bad juju working.
Still has 90 HP per second, though, and has the Bloodstone at the ready if he needs to pop it.
It's Ame versus the world, and Arteezy, he's getting dangerously low right there. Does have that Aegis still to work with, and Ame battling back, walking away. They do have that Torrent hit now. Metamorphosis, how much duration is left? It's about halfway there as well. And Sumail just going to walk forward. Has that Lotus Orb to try and turn it now. Maybe Xing himself. There's the Yule Scepter to interrupt, so that way he doesn't get blifted up in that Torrent. Again walking away, but Arteezy got what he came for, takes down the barracks.
He's making the space. The Timbersaw just running in as the Jug just takes the buildings to get the X, but spin TP, 2 sets of Rexes down. And not only an Arcane Rune bottom, but oh, look at the beautiful, lovely DD that blessed EG in the first game. Arteezy will get another one, the immediate smoke. They're looking, they know meta's still on cooldown.
Oh, and the roll-in coming. Chalice, he's all alone. Forstaff, get this man out of here. He needs to escape. The interrupt is going to be there, at least for the moment. The boat is out as well, getting that. Exomo's Rom, the turn, it's almost there. Oh, Juggernaut, he's on nothing. Can they kill him off in time? They're chasing forward now. Arteezy just trying to run. The healing ward is still alive here. And now Kunkka has possibly gone a bit too far as well. It connects on the boat. And Arteezy says it yet again, finding that kill, trying to BKB and just walk out. Ame in trouble, and they have FY to try and throw out shards to interrupt. It's pretty good, but they lose another on their way out. As the Kunkka's dead, the Lion's dead, and LGD 2 might be dead in this tournament. EG, eyes on the prize, walking forward and trying to take this one. They have the glyph, they have everything, but not the heroes that they need.
The DD Omni Slash, I mean, maybe died so fast.
This is a Kunkka. Supposed to be big tanky guy. They can't believe it. They don't have answers. EG taking this one down and going to possibly here eliminate LGD yet again in front of their home crowd as the throne will fall. Fireworks flying yet again, and again LGD have to watch them behind them.
Wow. That game was wild. EG were so persistent on just keeping to take these fights, and this Timbersaw, he started to get a point where he was falling off, but they just played super fast around the timings of LGD. Ame, whenever Meta was down, even when Meta was up, they were even still running at him to take the fights, but they were just able to persist and make the fights last too long because this Timber, how tanky he is. That was pretty spectacular. It really looked like it could go either way until